started now. See if I can fix the bot really fast. Got a couple of minutes here. Alright, let's see if I can do this really fast. This is the easy one. Oh crap, I just used the wrong one.
What are you crying about? What you got going on? You gonna freak?
Okay. She's just doing her thing. That should get this reconnected. Connect. All right, I think it worked. All right, is the bot working again? Streamer connected. Just have to reload it. I do not like this current system. Oh, we're having fun with that one. Alright, I think we're good to go now. Everything should be set up. There we go. Alright, made it in time. Have a nice... Oh, that's good. That's really good. A little strong. Very good. This is open, right? Yeah. Map's gone. Wayne and Thelaine are in this race, so I felt obligated. take that, and then I'll save quit to south if there's no bombs. Oh, she dropped it. It's on the floor, Bubba. You gotta go get it. You dropped it on the floor. You gotta go get it. Go get it. Don't look at me like that. It's your toy. Damn it, I didn't mean to get that. Alright, we're gonna go south by bombs. Fine, Kiva. I gotta grab that. Boy, this is gonna be a slow open. What's our 5, 7, 2. No, we're gonna be in that same dilemma. Do you do the early Eastern even though you know it's gonna be a dud? As is. What you doing? Kiva, what you doing? What you doing? Your toy is right there. It fell off the table. Go get it. You see it. You know where it is. If I get some fanfare, I will come over and pick your toy up and set it up on the table. Because you're too spoiled to jump down and get it yourself. At least we're going to be mostly full. Interesting. Kinda tempted to do escape. Hi, sweetie, coming up? Hi. Let's just go south. I'm not going to go to Agina, though. And we'll see where we stand with fake flippering. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Still Saturday here for a couple more hours. Looks like you're going to get a cat. Those are booties. This changes the math a little bit. This changes that math just a smidge. I think. That's not what I wanted. Oh, come on. Missed them both? These with arrows, and that was my last one. Wow, I only hit one. That with arrows requires a lot of luck. I think. Shit. So I think with Moon Pearl and booties, we're gonna check. We're gonna go up and back. And we'll check the ledge. Now the only problem with this is that I'm not gonna save my water walk. Well, I'm not gonna store a water walk at least. That's nice. So we're going to go straight in. And then we're going to double back. Oh, that means flippers are out here. %, that means flippers are out here somewhere. That's Bombos. Well, hopefully Zora's not anything important. I don't think we're going back here anytime soon. Alright, well we have the key and the map. So all 6 in the front of Escape are live. So let's do that. And I would not be at all surprised to find flippers back here. Don't mind finding a few new arrows here, a few more. Trying to think the best order here. I mean, because then we have to go do Eastern and Saha. But again, I would not be at all surprised if there's... Oh man, does that mean Agina is back in play? You don't want to abandon a key item like that. We're not going to do it yet, but there's a good chance we'll do that after. We'll try to sneak that in if we don't find the flips. Shit. I guess it doesn't matter with silvers. Actually, need that key. Okay, so this is the last logical check. She's already asleep. Cats are so cool. Alright, I don't mind you looking left this time. I meant to sneak an extra hit in there, but it's okay. Cheers. Oh, so good. We went out to a Mexican place tonight. We had margaritas. So we came home and made margaritas. It's strong. It's got some bite. So that was a complete dud. Alright, I mean, yeah, we do Eastern. I'm just curious on where those flippers are at. They're going to be sooner rather than later. If we don't find them here, we're looking at Zora and Agina, but if we find our Dark World access on the front side here, then it doesn't really matter. Green Pendant is in Skull Woods. I know where I'm going. Pendant Skull Woods is best Skull Woods. So, fuck, I just reset it. Man, early silvers are fucking broken. We'll definitely check everything here. You don't have Dark World access yet. That lantern is not very far out of logic. So. There's guaranteed to be an item there. Could just be the big key. That would save time. Oops. Well, it wouldn't save time, it just wouldn't use it. Kinda stinks. Yeah, I mean we only had one while we were out there. Big fucking margaritas. These were big Mama Jamas. That well, that doesn't actually change anything. It's a great item. It doesn't change anything. It's just a lot of logic. But yeah, they were really good ones. So we have our Bartesian cocktail maker, which makes a pretty good margarita. These are the mango margaritas. We usually get either the regular margaritas, the mango ones, or the passion fruit ones. They're all pretty good. Just depends what you're in the mood for. I kind of prefer just a standard house margarita, but these are really good too. Alright, so here's the problem. We're still out of logic here. And there's only 2 spots that it could be. 3 spots. Could also be Bonkrons. Anything Bonkrons. Now, Zora we have no option to do because we don't have the money. Agina's interesting. The thing is, I don't want to go down there if it's flips. I just don't care. Pick it up whenever. If it's even needed at all. The other thing is that we do have a Bombos on the island, so we'll likely have to do with that, which means we're probably gonna have to get the flips at some point. Could be here though. I would feel better closing this loop. Because it's an obvious item. I guess we still do the climb, right? Right? You still do the climb here. So now, yeah, it could kind of be anywhere. It could be Dark World now too. It would mean that this stuff is on logic. I hate having an early logic hole like this. I really don't like it because there's so much gated behind this. Let's check up here and hope it's nothing. That way we can just jump down. And then we'll go up and around. We'll do Hera. Good. That way we don't have to worry about anything here. We just jump straight down. We'll do this. Do Hera. Probably still finish at Spiral. I think finishing at Spiral still makes sense. I don't think you'd skip Spiral here. Okay. That helps. Wow. Okay. Fine with that. Let's check the island. These are booms. Yeah, I think we will come back and do spiral. I think it makes sense to do it. So pod is clearable. There's the mitts. Okay, so now, okay, so flippers are gating a ton here. God damn it. Oh my god. I fucking do it. Okay, second item. Alright. Well, we're not going to leave anything. That's nice. It's here. It's through the brick. Oh, this is, I mean, it's better this way, too, because then we could go and do... Oh, careful. That was going to be a mess. I was going to bonk right off that motherfucker. So, with this setup, I think what we'll do is... We'll still do spiral. I don't think I want to leave spiral at this stage. And then we'll just go back up. Pop Turtle Rock. Even though we can't open it. Do the last 6 before we leave. Where do you go first? So we're not supposed to have lantern. That makes pod a little bit better. Oh, come on. We would have hammer. Wouldn't have mitts. So... I think we'll just go ahead and do the normal. We'll dip our toes into Skullwoods. Actually, okay, now it's going to be interesting when we check it, do a map check to see if Turtle Rock happens to be a plant. Because that eliminates Fire Rod from the equation. That will change things a bit. In fact, that's going to be the first thing we do here. So hopefully... And, oh, ooh, it is... Where's the other one? That's... Okay. Pod being pendant is interesting. And then that's also Bombos, which we know where that is. But as it stands... I mean, we're gonna need to find flippers for Swamp, but that eliminates the rods. I don't think it changes our route though. I don't think the route changes on this. I think you just go. Oh, excuse me. Killer burps. You still take a peek into Skullwoods. I don't think you skip Skullwoods. Not even in this scenario where there's a decent amount of stuff to do. I mean, never skip Skullwoods, of course. But I think that applies still here, even though there's a bunch of shit to do. want to go... So this is going to orphan the ledge, which is fine. We'll find mirror at some point. So what do we actually need? Let's figure it out. We'll need mirror, flips, cane, flute, cane, mirror, flips. And if we need bombos, we know where it is. 4 items. Four items. Still checking this. You still have to do it. It has to be done. The percentages don't necessarily change just because you've found decent shit elsewhere. Mirror would be incredible here. I'll take a hit here. It does suck we have to go back and do this, but... The word only takes a moment. Okay. Let's check the front. Let's see if we... Any item here is probably just fine. You know, we might also need ether for Meyer. We don't know. Again, mirror here would be the nuts. And then I think we just go around and we probably work our way to pod. That's not good. We will probably just work our way over to pod. Even though it's pendant. Oh, Jesus. Even though it's pendant. Come on, get up there. Oh no. Get back in there. Ooh, book. Book. Oh, book is super interesting. Wow, that is super interesting. It's probably not important. But that is super interesting. That pedestal is most likely toast. Just based off of the amount of items that would be hidden behind it because of Turtle Rock. So I'm not concerned about the head. It gets us access to the desert without flute or mirror. Wow. We are capped on offense. Huh. The problem with book, there's two problems. One, ether now is incredibly inconvenient because we have no reason to go up there. Two, it's kind of a time sink. Other than if mirror or flute is in desert. We have to do it anyway, so we'll do it. But yeah, it's kind of a time sink now. Everything's fine. Go ahead and pick up the heart. I never checked the stun pack. What's a stun pack? Magic. Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. Okay, the last three are live. She's laying very awkwardly. She usually wraps up into a ball. She's kind of... Oh, she's not completely asleep. Oops, I just saw her open her eye. She's not fully asleep. She's like, why are you fucking talking? Just shut up. Been drinking a bit. I'll play it. That's smidge safe. Here. Peter's been running a lot today. Alright, so no progression here. Same, we're in the exact same scenario. She's still awake. I bumped the table, she's not happy. Alright, so we're done there. We are going to move to... See, I'm tempted... Oh shit, 5-6 is open. Oh, that changes shit too, doesn't it? Oh, why didn't I dash down? Fuck, that's a 5-6 dungeon. Both... Oh wait, here's not logic yet. And it won't be in logic without the fire source. So it would have to be like flute and fire rod. I'm not gonna do this. Not now. I am really tempted to stop at Hype Cave and go do Desert. I'm really tempted to. Even though I'm still trying to find the those flips, just not because I necessarily care about them right now. Okay, that's a good find to find before anything else, because that doesn't do anything. That's a really good early find. Man, I'm really starting to get worried about Ether Tablet. Like, I'm never checking it. God, if I do this, let's see if there's anything here. If there's anything here, we'll probably stop. If it's a complete dud, maybe we just turn it 5-6, and then check here. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Excuse me, man. I'm gassy. Oh, who's that? Hold on. Who's that? That's Clear Mouse. Give me a second. Give me a sec here. 16 fat ones, and I'll read your message here in a second. So much for bomb duping or anything like that. I owe you the bonks. Have some bonks. This race is Wayneful. Yeah, that's what we were joking about. We were joking about that in the pre-race. I wasn't gonna do it, and then I saw Blaine and Thelaine in there. Ravis hadn't joined yet. And I'm like, all right, I kind of have to, right? I feel obligated. So, but many thanks to you. Happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is going well. Alright, so that's out of sequence. Yeah, I wasn't even planning on it. I was in the middle of playing. I was playing something else, and I just happened to peek over and see it, and I'm like, yeah. Yes. So, yes, Happy New Year to everybody. It is going well. We'll find out how well mine is going to end up being here in a couple of days. So, one of the big things that Cat Mom and I have been waiting to get finished are our new PCs. New parts, and more importantly, prices will be announced on Monday. And I am scared shitless that I'm going to have to sell a kit. Well, so I know how much my CPU is going to be. My CPU is going to be between $600 and $700. It's probably going to be $650-ish, but they could have raised it up to $700. I'm fine with that. That was expected. The GPUs, on the other hand, could be anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 each. I need 2 of them. It's ether. I mean, we'll grab it. We might need it. At least we know where Bombos is. No, I said kidney, not kitten. I'm not selling my kittens. I mean, look how cute she is. Giving herself a little bath there. Yeah, what sucks because, well, her machine's. Oh, you just can't see it. It's just out of frame. Her machine's done, with the exception of the GPU. It has been for a while now. She just doesn't have the GPU to go with it. It's not out yet. They're gonna the 5080s are being released. Rumor is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Tuesday. Or 3 weeks. No, 2 weeks is the rumor. It's the 21st. That's the rumor. Once again, I need 2 of them, because I'm getting one for my machine as well, and then I don't have the CPU yet. I've got everything else. It's been finished for months. It's been just sitting at my desk. Oh shit, we're gonna have to run this. I would love to get my new machine built so that this one can get out to my boy, because he needs an upgrade pretty desperately. He's been running on my old 8700K, which I bought that 7-8 years ago, maybe later. It's been a while. So yeah, his is starting to show some age. And I want it because I want it. But yeah. I was hopeful that the GPUs were going to be closer to, you know, grand at the most. And now it, again, rumor, it could be all the way up to like fucking 1500. Which is fucking ridiculous for a graphics card. That's not the best card. Like there's another tier above it. If it comes out that it's going to be like 1500, I have to reconsider things because Jesus Christ, that's a lot for 2 graphics cards. Come on. $3 for 2 graphics cards? That's asinine. Crazy. Might have to rethink a few things. Well, I'm a 2-generation guy. So the one I'm on right now is a 2-generation. I bought it 4-ish years ago. So I always buy it, skip the next generation. It's every 2 years is basically full generation, and then pick up the next one. So it's my timeline is generally every 4 years. Cat Moms is generally around the same because I usually do them at the same, close to the same time. So yeah, it'd be 5. You know, it'd be. I would like to stretch this one maybe a little bit further, just because it's going to be so fucking much. All right, we are so far out of sequence right now. It's kind of stupid. I think we just have to go to Pod and hope that Flippers is not at Zora, and that's what's taking up all my shit. But yeah, you know, it's funny. I actually had this conversation just yesterday. As much time as I spend sitting here and doing shit, you know, I don't mind spending $4 or $5 on a machine. I don't really mind it, but it's kind of the principle of the thing when it comes to these GPUs. I mean, NVIDIA understands they can charge whatever they want, and people are going to pay it. Like, they could come out on Monday and say, next generation 5080 is $3,000. They will still sell out in minutes. It'll be the scalpers who are going to have a harder time selling it, but they'll still sell out within minutes. Oh wait, fuck, I've already... Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm not fucking paying any attention what I'm doing here. We finished this like 25 minutes ago. Yeah, no. That was 100% autopilot. I mean, we came over here for a reason. This wasn't that. This is, I think, the only thing left in Logic. This and Zora. We're way out of Logic right now. Like, almost every item that we have right now is out of Logic. Because we water walked to the Lantern, which net us a ton of stuff on Death Note. So I gotta assume Flippers are here. If they're not, we know they're at Zora. Oh my god, how horrible would that be? Jesus. So, you guys want the scoop? You guys want the scoop? You want the news? You want the big news? Ooh. Like that. You want the big scoop? Like, alert the media scoop? Somebody has to say yes. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. There. Okay. You want the scoop. Okay. Let me finish this section here. I'm going to tell you the scoop. There's very, very few people that know I'm doing this. Very few people. In fact, I think the only people that actually know are myself, Cat Mom, and Herfy. I think they're the only ones that actually know this. So sitting to my right, I have to check both of these. Fuck. Sitting to my right is a little blue notebook. I'll show it to you here in a second. Blue notebook, and in this little blue notebook have been the notes, the scribbles, and the flips. Okay, now we're back on the project. Just want to make sure, yeah, this is all available. But it's my notes, it's my scribbles. Some of the stuff I haven't put down yet; they're in the brain. Not, I haven't put them on paper yet, but they will go down eventually. I've been talking in riddles for a few months now about doing something big in 2025. I have maybe 30%. I don't want to kill that guy specifically. 30% of a full design document for a custom ground up, from the ground up, 2D randomizer. One of the things about this game that makes it good is that it works really well with these things, but you gotta keep in mind this was not designed for it. It was never designed with that in mind. I've always thought about this. What if somebody designed one with randomization 100% in mind? What would it look like? How would it function? And how would it go? I've had this in my brain for a long time. A long time. And I don't have much planned. Like, I don't have much planned in this year. So I'm like, you know what? I know I can do it. It's not that I can't do it. It's generally, it usually comes down to time and keeping interest flowing. Was there another? Not that I'm aware of. I do know that 4-ish years ago, I'm gonna say 4, maybe 5 years ago. It's within 3 to 5 years, somewhere in that range. I don't remember when. Somebody reached out to me, and I don't remember who it was, that they were wanting to put a team together to do something like this. But at the time, I said there was no way. I didn't have the time, which is true, I just didn't. And honestly, with something like this, I don't... Like, this is something that, if I do it, I'm going to do it on my own. Yeah, I don't remember who, and I don't remember the details or anything like that. I don't know if anything came of it, or if it just vanished and went away. And it just never got off the ground. But here's the funny thing. The hard part for doing something like this, you would think the hard part would be, oh, they actually did launch. Okay, I did not know. Yeah, I didn't know they actually finished anything. That's cool. That's really cool. But the thing about like, the coding aspect is actually not very difficult. It really is, and especially if we're doing... Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know, the hard part is, you know, asset management and shit like that. It always has been, always will be when it comes to video games. But my goal would be to, before the end of the year, have... God damn it. Every time I do this, I get fucked by that. Is to have the design finished, 100% finished, and a working, like, basically a working simulator. And I can do that in a year. And then the next year would be actually building the sections of the engine to handle, you know, to basically handle it. But my thought, and again, this is still rough, is I don't know how much of this I should say out loud. I want to be careful. I want to be careful about what I'm about to go into. Not because I'm afraid someone's going to steal it or anything like that, but I don't want to put expectations out there. Really torn on this. Okay, I'll talk about some basics. How about this? I'll talk about some very, very basics. The system is built on what I call the rule of eights. 8 dungeons, 8 mini dungeons. 8 weapons. Although I shouldn't say 8 weapons. Technically, it comes down to 4 weapons. Well, okay. I shouldn't say that. That's actually wrong. It is an 8 weapon design. But it's an 8 weapon design with an 8 upgrade design. It's a little bit different. I'm not going to go into the details of it. This is something I figured out already. Each weapon has an attribute. Okay. Now this is the part I haven't fully figured out yet, which is how to work each attribute. But I'll put it in a term that you can kind of understand in regards to this. So when you think of this here, you have effectively a melee weapon category. It's kind of out there where there's a melee weapon, which is hammer and bow, or I'm sorry, hammer and sword. I mean, that's effectively your melee category. I want to build it off of the concept of 4 weapon attributes, as in a slashing weapon, a piercing weapon, a concussion weapon, or a bludgeoning weapon, somewhere on that line. And instead of building the dungeon design off of, well, great example of this. Okay, let's say great example of this. Let's say, you know, in here, you can't do Eastern without a bow. You cannot finish Eastern without a bow. It's just the way we understand this. We understand what that is. That it's a weapon gating system. So weapon X is going to gate, you know, dungeons. What I want to do is instead of doing it as a single weapon, sorry, I'm trying to autopilot this. I want to build it as an attribute is gating something, and the reason why that is important is one single item cannot gate something. There will always be a minimum of 2. So let's say, well, here's one that here's an actual example I can give you that makes sense, because this part I've already got figured out. Let's say that there is a piercing weapon category. There will be. It's the easiest of them. It's the easiest of them all. You can use a like let's say a spear, and you can use a bow and arrow. Both are piercing, and both share an attribute. Which means if I was behind something that was gated behind that particular attribute, there are 2 possibilities to get beyond that gate. That's the whole basic concept. The other part of it, which I've kind of got worked out already, is what is available in what, like, where would you find particular items? And that's really going to come down to all treasure, or all, we'll call them treasure chests. They're not going to be treasure chests, but let's just call them that for the sake of simplicity. All treasure chests or treasure drops are not the same. A drop from, let's say, a boss, like this right here, would always drop a higher tier of an item. And that higher tier of an item would be categorized into one of 3, would be in one of 3 categories. You would have your standard level items, you would have your second tier items, and then you would have your top tier items. Like a weapon would always be a top tier item. And there's only a limited amount of, yeah, that's exactly that. So weapons would be available only possible in the top 2 tiers. So you could, in theory, get there still has to be a level of randomness. Like, that still needs to exist. You still need to have a level to say, oh, you know, we still need to have a logical path from A to B to C to D. It still needs to exist. And how, let's say, for this game, so this game does it as, you know, basically weighing dungeons higher than others. In theory, that's perfectly fine. But what I'm coming up with to kind of make this a little bit more intriguing is, let's say that, again, we'll just, for simplicity's sake, say that they're chest drops. Okay, a boss would drop a large We're just going to call it large. A large chest is only going to be a weapon or a what I'm calling. Okay, I want to be careful with this. What I'm calling separate upgrades. The second tier could drop also one of those upgrades, but cannot drop a weapon. The weapons are only going to be droppable from the highest tier. Which means you will start with one of the 8 weapons off the top. You'll be given one at the start of it, and it will kind of lead you through the first sections of the game, because you'll know what is limited and what isn't, based off of what you get there. What I haven't figured out, and this is where I gotta be careful, because I haven't done any dungeon design yet, and this is going to drive. It's going to drive the thought concept of, similar to, again here, how often would you want to double dip a dungeon? And I don't want that to be super high. The problem with gating heavily is you will find yourself dipping in, dipping out, dipping in, dipping out often. And I don't think that makes for good gameplay. So that's actually an aspect I haven't gotten to yet. There's a few more things that are attached to it as well. As like with oh god, again, I'm trying to be careful on what I talk about. Here's one I'm going to go into. This is actually the one that I do. That I think I'm going to go with. So there's 2 types of dungeons. There are the main dungeons. Okay. Holy shit, Blaine is done. Uh-oh. I missed the flute somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh shit! Fuck. What am I? I was so distracted right there. I just totally abandoned that. Oh no. Oh, I fucked this up big time. Hold on. Let me think this out. Oh shit. Oh fuck. To be continued. I need to focus on this because I just lost an item out while I was doing that. Oh shit. What would be? It's gotta be mirror locked. It's gotta be mirror locked. And it's gotta be early mirror locked. Oh, fuck me sideways. Oh, that's so bad. I mean, we're 6 out. I mean, we just need to finish Meyer, and then we finish, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so worried that it's fucking Ether. No, it wouldn't be Ether, because he wouldn't check it. Oh, goddamn. You know what? Oh, fuck. Fuck! Oh, now I'm worried. It can't be. It can't be. Sorry. This put me on tilt. I was not expecting anybody to be done anytime soon. Oh, man. I'm so far tilted right now, you have no idea how tilted I am right now. I've also been drinking. Would it be Helma then? Because it wouldn't be... Just standing here. It's got to be either Helma or Left Side Swamp. Okay, I got 4 possibilities here. There are 4 possibilities, and none of those are Turtle Rock. And there's one in particular that I'm really concerned about. And that's the Swamp Big Chest. The only reason... Okay, here's something you need to know about Blaine. He's got a few methods of checking things that he always does. And one of the things he always does, without fail, is... I don't think it's this. Because he wouldn't have gone into Skullwards. He likes going back in with the big key. He won't check left side, but he'll go back in with the big key. Which is kind of weird, but I kind of get it. I'm really concerned about that now. That is totally a Blaine play. 100% that's a Blaine play. It also fits. Just be right here. Oh, that does it too. I'm to tell you straight off, that's metagamed. I would not have checked that. That would have been my last check. That probably would have been my very last check of the game if he wasn't already done. Because there's just a few locations it could not be. Like, there's no way it could be in a few of those spots. It's not possible. You would be done. There's no way anybody would be done. Ow! Okay, well, we just got riggedy wrecked. Anyway, to go back to what I was talking about before, yeah, that's the general synopsis of it. There's a lot more going on. And I still have to sit and think of a lot. There's a lot of stuff I need to actually just sit and figure out. But yeah, I want to give myself a year to get the basics of it down and come up with some way to simulate it to make sure it's functional, make sure it works. Which I could easily do that. I'm not worried about that. Do we have enough magic for this? Jesus Christ. So, just barely. I don't, unfortunately, have enough to use my rods, but I'm gonna have to go out of my way actually to get magic in here if we have to do left side. So yeah, that's my plan. And now you have information that no one else has. Oh, you know what? We can get magic. We can get magic. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I am more concerned about getting the concept. Like, the concept to me is what's fun. Like, if I can get the concept down, the basics of it, the rest is... Yeah, the rest is just doing it. And that could take a short amount of time, a long amount of time. It's not like anything that I'm doing is overly complex. It's really not complex. So, it's just, yeah, I just need to sit. There are some parts of it that I'm going to struggle with. So I have a bachelor's in game development. I've had it for this time. But game software development, I actually have a degree. I've never used it because my job doesn't require it. And there's nothing I've done on my, or very, very little that I've done on my current job that I would ever use that degree for. But I still have one. And there are some aspects of this that I know that are gonna be stupid easy, really fucking easy. Right up my wheelhouse, won't be a problem. A lot of math, you know, a lot of shit like that. I'm not worried about any of that. I'll just do it. However, when it comes to dungeon design, I'm gonna struggle. There. I think that's an area that, because it's effectively making a puzzle. It's making a puzzle, but doing it in a forum like this, where somebody else just finished. Yeah, still 9 minutes off pace. Wayne crushed this fucking scene. I think that's an area where I'm going to struggle with pretty heavily. The other part, I'll drop one more bomb. All right, I'm gonna drop one more bomb here. Oops. The dungeons. I'm drinking more than dungeons are static. Dungeons will always be static. I don't think there's any reason that dungeons shouldn't be static. It allows for the repetition factor, which is always good. I like having the repetition. That if you are really good at execution, here you go. Whatever. I want the mini dungeons, which I haven't properly named yet. I've got a couple of names in mind to what you would call a mini dungeon, effectively. What mini dungeons to be completely random? Now, what won't be is what you need to complete it. So. And there's another aspect of that where I could talk on about what you would need to finish a dungeon. If you need X, Y, and Z to finish a dungeon, you're going to need X, Y, and Z to finish it always. If you need X, Y, and Z to finish a mini dungeon, you will still always need X, Y, and Z. However, I want to do mini dungeons. I would like to see to design them like the way that Z1R does it, where the rooms are randomly shuffled within limitations. Could be big, small, whatever. But I want to change that up a little bit, just so that there's always going to be something different that is going to be required on every room. God damn. Fucking Dwayne just crushed this fucking seed, man. Ravis is done now, too. I mean, Spike Cave is Spike Cave. Alright. I've talked about this very, very openly. If it's gonna be at Spike Cave, it's gonna fuck me every time. I skip Spike Cave 90% of the time. It's my spot. Man, fucking crush it. Anyway, yeah. So that's my plan for 2025 and forward. I've got my little blue book. When I put game design ideas down, I like to write them on paper by hand. I like to do it that way for the first pass. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Get out of the way. Ah! Wasn't even anyway. Oops. I was about to pop ether. But I like to write it down. I like to sketch things. Like I have UI sketches in here. I'm not going to show them, but I have UI sketches. You know, stuff like that. I like to do it by hand. And I use just a plain old number 2 pencil. And then eventually I'll get them transferred over. But I'll get 50% of it down on paper, like actual paper, before I do that. Need to do it that way, but anyway. It's just the way I like doing things. Oh, and I have Fire Rod. Shit. I was gonna do Fire Rod for these 2 rooms. I didn't realize I don't have a fucking Fire Rod. I only have 15 arrows. I gotta be careful not to burn through my arrows. This still works. So yeah. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, game. Now, hopefully nobody steals my idea. There's more to it that I'm not talking about. The cool thing about world building is I don't need to build the world. I've already built it. I built it 20 years ago. I'm basing it... Oh, shit. I'm basing it off of a world design that I built a long-ass time ago, which makes the... I'm going to say story aspect of it, but it's not technically story. I don't actually have a story. Something like this, you really don't need to build a story on. You just need to build... You need to build context. You can build a story on it later. It's not important. But yeah, for like the world building aspect of it, it's been done for decades. Oh, God damn it. Oh my god. You dick. It's just one of those things that, yeah, I decided to make that part of it really easy, just because I don't have to worry about it. Oh shit. I have to reset it. I'm fucking stupid. There's no way I would have made it in time. That doesn't cost me. Probably won't, but... Yeah, flank's done. Alright then, big hitters are done. I haven't done this with Lantern in a long-ass time. Kind of forgot how to do it. You know, I think Spy Cave's gonna get me every time. Just totally fine. So, hey Dread, I saw your message. Sorry, I've been rambling for a while now. Thanks for... I'm just giving out all my billion-dollar secrets free to the world. So, yeah, Spike Cave just kind of gets you there, doesn't it? I just realized that everything else was right there. It was en route. If you do Spike Cave early enough, yeah, this is pretty free, isn't it? No! Let's finish. Shit, fibered it. Alright, we're gonna finish middle of the pack. Again. If it's a Spike Cave fuck, so it's gonna get me every time. I'm telling you, Spike Cave's gonna get me every time. Well, it could have been Pyramid. If it was Pyramid, well, he never would have checked it. If it was Catfish, he never would have checked it. What could have been a catfish? I'd be done at like 104, and he'd still be playing. I'm excited for this. It's and one more just I'm taking a hit here, gets rid of sword beams. Fuck. Wouldn't mind if this one was high. Okay, it's high. Freebie? Freebie would be great here. I'm not even going to try to get that one. I think Torch Clip is actually more important here, just because it's only... Oh, shit. Hand off controller. I saw I was going to get hit. Hand was off the fucking controller. I was one of these. It's like, hands off controller. I'm gonna get fire batted. Don't move. Don't move. Oh shit. Yeah. Dwayne just riggedy wrecked. You bastard. And now he's gonna give me shit. I'll go in the lounge. He'll give me some shit. Yeah. And at... Well, let me just... I just put in there, why couldn't it have been a catfish? Blaine would still be going. Oh, shit. But yeah, my trusty notebook with regular pencil. Ooh, schematics. Ooh, what's this? UI. Ooh, more UI with notes. Oh, weapon grids. I've been at this for a couple of months now. Oh shit. I just realized, yeah, because we picked up that book in Skullwoods, which sent us to Desert earlier than would have been. So we did all of Desert before we actually kind of set us off. We're talking about what we did, what we didn't do, and then Boyne says, I did nothing. Oh shit, that's great. All right, every 2 months, yeah, roughly every 2 months. Actually, it's next week, isn't it? Isn't next week the Switch? It's Wednesday, isn't it? When look for inverted AD keys. I know that's the big swap. Yep, Wednesday. So it would be That one goes away. That one goes away. It's the first race on Wednesday. Fuck you, Blaine. I did nothing. I can't feel a thing. Yeah, so it's going to be roughly that. It's still 50 races. And then we're changing the order up a little bit this year for this next rotation, where we do half the races under one rotation, and then we shuffle everything back up, and then so that things get shuffled midway through it, and then the next half of the rotation comes in. So, we'll probably continue doing that going forward. It just makes things so. For instance, race X and race Y are not always butted up against each other. It'll be completely shuffled. So if you like doing both of those two modes and they're next to each other on one half, they won't be on the second. It's effectively what it's there for. So we're just trying out new things. We'll see where it goes. So, all right, I'm going away now. Enjoy, everybody. Fuck you, Blaine. I didn't do anything. Sorry, that was funny as hell. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you later.